When you are investing in real estate, do not, I repeat, do not invest for appreciation. Now, appreciation is basically you buy something for a certain price and then it appreciates or the value goes up over time and then you can sell the property. Do not do that. In fact, I know from experience, as well as talking to so many other investors, that they lose their shirts when they do this and there are problems. And I'll walk you through how to do all this. A big thing that actually comes up is if there is a crash in the market. Remember back in 2008, 2009 when there was a crash? Well, my goodness, people literally said, well, I had millions and millions of dollars in properties, in equity, and all that sort of stuff in homes. And then it all got taken away because I literally was investing for appreciation and I got destroyed because I was over leveraged. The value went down. I had to short sell my properties. You do not want to do that. In fact, I did that on one property. I had to short sell it. I bought it for like 260. No, remember, it's literally like 263. My very, very first house I ever bought. I was thinking, okay, appreciation, because I had no clue what I was doing. I bought the house, and then I want to say it was 3 years later, I sold it in 2010 for $152, basically $100,000 or $110,000 off the price. It was a short sale. It was a bummer. It was a horrible experience. Now, I never invest for appreciation. Now, appreciation is great. Don't get me wrong. I love appreciation. It's great. It's just icing on the cake. Or imagine having a piece of cake and then putting extra icing on it. That's what appreciation's for. Now, I want to show you how to actually do this. Hey guys, my name's Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I want to show you how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental property so you never, ever have to work a job again. Now, I want you, first off, to subscribe to my channel and like this video because it helps YouTube to actually send this out to more people. But I want to show you how to invest in real estate, how to make money in passive income, not just appreciation, and show you how not to lose money, which is what we're going to talk about today. Now, as we are looking at appreciation versus anything else, we look at what people normally would think of as investing. Investing, they would normally think of it as investing in a flip house. Like they buy a house, they fix it up, they maybe put new cabinets in the kitchen, paint the walls, put new carpets in, and then they hope that the value is going to be worth more. Now, not saying that it won't, it absolutely will, but at the same time, the value might go up, but what if, just what if, and I don't like what ifs. I hate what ifs. I want everything to be perfect, and I'll tell you exactly how to make everything perfect so you know you're making money. And recently, I made a housing crash video where I actually walk you through the entire thought process of what I've seen back in 2006, 7, and 8 to seeing now, and even much more so how there's going to be a housing crash. You can see the image right there, as well as the description will be inside the link. And so we know that there will be some sort of a correction, if not a crash coming, and we do not want to be there when there is a crash. Now, I've heard some very, very smart people that are much smarter than me actually say that this crash is going to be the biggest of all of our lifetimes. I mean, from the 2000.com crash to the real estate crash in 2008, 2009, it's actually going to be much worse than that. Now, I don't want to be there grabbing a knife like, oh yeah, let me try, drop a knife and I'll try to grab the handle. No, what if you catch the blade? You're going to be really, really hurting. You don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to be smart and not invest for appreciation. We want to invest the right way. When you are investing in real estate, there's a principle I want you to learn. And the principle is this: you make your money, like you literally make and earn that money when you buy the property. Get that? You make your money when you buy the property. You realize the money when you sell the property. When you sell the property, that's when it's realized. That's when you put it in your pocket. But you make your money when you buy it. Just think of like a stock. If you're going to buy a stock at $100 and you sell it for $50, you buy it for $100, you sell it for $50, you lost $50 because you bought it wrong. Well, you make your money, let's say you buy it at $50, you make money and you sell it at $100. So you made your money here. Whatever you sell it out here is a gain. Now with appreciation, that's what we're looking at, but there's so many other things with investing in real estate. We will actually be able to force the value up over time. It's going to be so great that we're going to be able to make even more money. In fact, there are 6 ways that we make money when we invest in real estate rental properties, and I'll walk you through them really, really quickly. Number 1, passive income. Income minus expenses. That difference is our rent that comes in our pocket as passive income. Next is equity capture. We buy the house for $100,000. It's worth $120,000. We capture that $20,000 equity. Now, I know you might be saying, shoot, how do you find properties for $100,000? Yes, there are houses for $100,000. Before you put in the comments, oh man, there are no properties for $100,000. There are. In fact, my students are buying $50,000 and $60,000 houses and making $400 or $500 a month in passive income. So those are the first 2. Forced appreciation is another one. Regular market appreciation, tax benefits, mortgage pay down, which is just fantastic because your tenants pay off your mortgage. I have a whole separate video, check in the description for that video on exactly how to make all that money. But we're going to be talking about the two different ones, regular appreciation and passive income. Now remember, you make your money when you buy the property, you realize it when you sell it. So if you buy the house here and then the value drops here, that if you sell it there, you lose money. If you just hold on to it, and if you're making money in passive income, which I kind of give a hint of what I'm going to talk about, how you can make sure you do it right, if it goes back up eventually, because over time it will always go back up, you'll make money every single month. In an up, down, or sideways market, you're always going to be making money. Now, let's say that you bought a house, you're fixing it up, you're all excited. Hey, I'm going to make, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 on this house, flipping the house. But then there's a market crash, or there's a correction, or the interest rates go up and people can't spend that much money. You're going to be stuck with a house. You could even get crushed if and when there is a market crash, like it's actually seeming like there will be. It's going to be so detrimental if you invest for appreciation. If you fix and flip properties, that's literally not investing. That's not investing. Investing, you put your money someplace, you let it work for you. This is short-term investing where you put your money in a property, hope to sell it a little bit later after you put some paint on it and, fix up the carpet, stuff like that. That's not necessarily investing. We want to buy and hold properties. Buy and hold properties because we make money in passive income every single month from every single property that we buy, a minimum of $250, which I'm getting far ahead. I'm going to get into that. Another downside about investing for a fix and flip or, trying to get appreciation is if you buy the wrong property. If you buy it wrong, remember I said you make your money when you buy the property, but let's say you buy the bad property and it's a money pit and you're losing money. Well, the downside is you're actually going to be hurting even more worse if you go to try to sell it because you buy it for here, you sell it for here, you lose that money, which we don't want to do. We want to find the good homes that actually make us money long term. Now, on top of that, another downside is if you miss something and let's say there's an auction. If there's an auction and you can't go inside the house, but you didn't know that the tenants or the people before literally damaged the entire house, that's a lot of expenses that you're going to put into the house. So if you miss anything in the inspection, that's going to really, really eat up your appreciation because you're not renting it for long term. You're trying to get appreciation. You're trying to sell it for more. But if you have those expenses that are going to creep up and take away your income, your appreciation, you're going to be out of luck. Now, let me show you exactly what you should be doing and how you should invest in real estate. In fact, I'm going to go through all these, but at the same time, I literally want to give you my free real estate investing course. If you go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course, all one word, I literally give you my free real estate investing course where I show you how to find new areas of the country to invest, how to find properties, how to fund, get money for the properties, how to buy them, how to make it automatic business, get other people to do the work for you, and make $250 a month in passive income from every single property and be able to scale the business, quit your job. And you could also even text the word rental, RENTAL to 33777. And it literally comes to me. I will literally send you that free investing course. So make sure you get that. Now, the number one thing you want to be doing when you're investing is investing for passive income. That's the first thing. Invest for passive income. And here's a pro tip that I only tell my coaching students, but I'll tell you because you're here with me. You want to invest for $250 or more in passive income from every single property that you buy. Now, I know some people might be saying, that's really, really hard in this economy or in this market right now. I'm like, yeah, it probably is. But at the same time, it's absolutely possible. So you absolutely want to do it. And when you're buying that property, you want to make sure you're buying it for $250 in passive income. Remember, you have your income, which is your rents, and your expenses. That difference right there is your passive income. It's super, super simple to do this. You add up all your expenses, make sure all your expenses are your taxes, your insurance, your property management fees, your water utilities, if you need to pay for those, your vacancy factor, your repair, all that sort of stuff needs to be accounted for. You make sure you have those expenses figured out, and then you know your income. Once you know your income from your rents, how much you could rent it for, that difference there, you know you're going to be making money every single month because tenants are going to be paying you to live in your property. Now, what you need to be doing first before you even buy the property, and I say this all the time, you're going to hear me say this every single time, is build the business first. You're going to hear other people that teach real estate. In fact, I'm going to tell you that it's wrong to do this. You're going to lose your shirt. In fact, I love buying properties off of people that actually do this wrong way. What they're going to tell you is find a property, run the numbers, make sure you're making passive income, and then buy the property, and then you rehab it, and then you hire a property manager, you put a tenant in there, and then you make money. Well, that's backwards. In fact, I don't teach my students to do this. This is what I teach them to do. Number one, we build the business first. We find the area of the country we're going to invest, and we don't even look at properties anymore. We look at the people we're going to be hiring in our business. Property managers, contractors, realtors, wholesalers, plumbers, inspectors, roofers, all these certain people that are going to be doing the work before we even get into a property. Last thing we want is to buy a house and nobody to manage it because, oh no, nobody wants to manage. It's a bad area or whatever it might be. So this is what you want to do. Build the business first, and I show you how to do that. Get my free course. It'll absolutely show you how to build the business first. And when you're investing in passive income, what you want to do is buy lower priced home, but higher priced rents for those homes. So the house is worth less, or you pay a lot less for the house, but your rents are higher than average. You do not want to buy a $350,000 house that rents for, let's say, $1,800, and you make $250 a month. Big reason why, that's a huge mortgage that you have. If it's not rented for 1 month, that's a $2,000 mortgage that you got to pay out, or $1,500, whatever it might be. That's a lot of money. But if you buy lower priced homes, let's say you buy a $120,000 house, well, that mortgage payment's literally only, $500 a month. That's so much better than $1,500 or $1,800 a month. So we want to find lower priced homes. In fact, like I told you, I have students buying $50,000 and $60,000 houses that rent for $800, $900. In fact, one of my students, he bought a house for $50,000. It was a duplex, bought it for $50,000, and then rented it out, and then refinanced, pulled his cash back out. He's literally only in the deal for $2,000 because he pulled the cash out when he refinanced it. He's making $700 a month from this one duplex that is just crushing it. It's making so much money, and he only has $2,000 into that deal, which you can absolutely do. And on top of that, remember, you want to buy lower priced home, but higher amount of rents for the properties. What you're going to use is the price to rent ratio. The price to rent ratio is going to basically say how much you can buy the house for and how much you could rent the property for. You don't want the ratio to be so out of whack, like you're buying a $350,000 house, but you're renting it for, let's say, $900 or $1,000 or $1,500. You're not going to be making money. And I actually have an entire video on the price to rent ratio explaining everything out. Check in the description, or even just go to my channel. All the videos in there, you can find it in there. Price to rent ratio is something you must learn as you're starting to invest in real estate. And as you buy that first property, remember, you built the business first. You buy the first property, and then you're going to start scaling that business. Now, I personally love the term successfully unemployed. I have worked so hard building my business that I'm successful in making my job go away, that just overbroke job. That is literally gone now because I am a business owner. I'm an investor making my own money. So remember, you do not want to invest for appreciation. You want to invest for passive income. Also, watch this video right here. You guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one.